Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be trying out the brand new Morphe cream blushes. I'm going to be showing you guys swatches of all 5 of the shades. I'm going to be doing like arm swatches and I'm going to be showing you guys the shades on my cheeks. I'm very excited about today's video. I just want to say really quickly that I am sorry I haven't posted in a while. If you guys watched my last video, you saw that I had some issues with my eye and I wasn't able to film for quite a while because I did have a problem with my eye. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's why I haven't been posting here on YouTube, but I am back now. As you guys can see, my eye is now healed. It did get pretty bad, so that's why I wasn't on here. But yeah, I hope you guys are all excited about today's video. If you are, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, let's go ahead and do close-ups and swatches of all of the shades. So this is the new Morphe cream blush. I bought all 5 shades in this blush and these are $12 each. So this says that it has a lightweight buildable formula that has a unique texture, so I'm really excited to try this. So now we're gonna swatch all of the shades. First up we have Verified. Here is how the blush comes packaged, and then it is just a squeezy tube. So here is the blush on my finger. As you guys can see, it's pretty thick. It's not like running down my finger or anything. So this is the shade Verified. This looks like it'll be really good for like super fair skin. Next up we have Sweet Scandal. This one is more of like a kind of like Barbie pink. That one is really pretty as well, but this one is still obviously my favorite because I like more of a peachy blush. Then we have the shade Leave a Comment. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna like this one. This is a nice kind of like rosy beige color. This will probably be my favorite if I had to guess. Next is Subscribed. This one is more of like a mauve-y pink shade. Really pretty as well. I'm sure I'll like that one. And lastly, we have the shade Racy Pic. This one will probably be a little bit deep for my skin tone, but it is very pretty. So here are all 5 shades. So now that you guys have seen all of the shades swatched, we're gonna go ahead and try them out on the face. All right, so I am completely like bare-faced now because I've been thinking about the best way to show you guys all of the shades. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and apply all 5 shades right now with no makeup on so you can see all of the shades. Then I'm gonna go do my full face of makeup and I'll come back and probably put 2 more shades on like with foundation and everything. So that way you guys can see all of the shades and you can see how these apply with makeup and without makeup. So first up, we're gonna try the shade Verified. These don't really like have directions on them on the best way to apply them. So I think I'm just gonna try a few different techniques. First, we're gonna try the finger, then we'll go in with like a sponge and then a brush. So this does seem to have good pigmentation. I don't really like the way that these kind of blushes blend with the finger. It's just not my like favorite way to apply it. I just feel like it takes too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over that with a sponge. A lot of the times with a sponge, it just like soaks up all the blush, as you guys can see. This shade isn't soaking up as much as some other cream blushes, but it's almost completely gone. And this is a light shade, so it kind of is hard to tell. So I think I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more and then we'll try it out with a brush. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just dab this on. Yeah, this definitely goes on a lot more pigmented with a brush, which is what I've found with like all the different cream blushes that I've tried out recently, because I've tried out the ColourPop ones, the KVD ones, and now these Morphe ones. So here is that shade. It's built up with 2 different layers. I think it looks very nice. Next we have Sweet Scandal. I think with this one, I'm just going to tap a little bit on the cheeks and then we're just gonna go straight in with a brush since it applied it better on the other side like that. So I'm just gonna kind of tap this in. These do seem to be like really pigmented, especially compared to like the ColourPop ones. These seem more creamy because these are a cream blush and the ColourPop ones are a serum blush. So these definitely have better pigmentation. I think I actually prefer these over the ColourPop ones, and even these are more creamy and pigmented than like the KVD ones as well. I think this was a good product to come out with since everybody else is doing like liquid blushes that are just not as pigmented. I know a lot of you guys like a more pigmented blush. So there is the shade Sweet Scandal. Very pretty. It definitely comes off more of a natural looking pink than I thought it would. Next is the shade Leave a Comment. I think that I'm really gonna like this shade. It's a nice like natural kind of like mauve-y rose tone shade, and I'm gonna try it out with an oval brush this time and just see how it applies like this. I don't have that many like face brushes in here, so I'm either gonna have to start cleaning these ones I'm using or just try and find some different type of brushes. I don't know how I feel about the oval brush. Ooh, I feel like it's just kind of smearing it everywhere. Let me grab a different brush. All right, I grabbed a more like flat top brush. I just think that flat brushes like this apply these kind of products better. There is this shade with one layer. I feel like the oval brush kind of like, I don't know, soaked up a lot of the product. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more. I'm actually like really happy with how these blend and with how much pigmentation they have. I feel like they have pretty good pigmentation. This shade's very natural. I'm actually surprised how like much this one's like not showing up, I guess, compared to some of the other shades. But I think it might have to do with the brush that I'm using. I feel like both of these brushes are kind of like eating up the product a little bit, so that might be what it is. There we go. Once you build it up, that's a very nice shade. I think this one might be my favorite so far. The next shade is called Subscribed. I'm really curious how this one's gonna look on my skin tone since it is a little bit darker. I'm pleasantly surprised with the shade Subscribed because I wasn't expecting to like this one as much. I did apply a little bit too much, like at least for my personal taste, but the shade is very pretty. I think this one will work well for like medium skin tones. And lastly, we're gonna try out the shade called Racy Pic. Gonna try and go in like light-handed with this shade because this one is pretty dark. Oh no. Yeah. This one is definitely not for me, way too dark for my skin tone, but honestly I really wanted to buy all of the shades just so I could show you guys. But obviously this one is not gonna work for me. I would have to apply like way less product than I just did because this is like very pigmented. Maybe if I like start blending like crazy. Yeah, no. Okay, this one's definitely not for me. All right, so now that you guys have seen all 5 shades, I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup, but I'm not gonna set my face so that we can try on the cream blush like over foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I applied some foundation and concealer. I have not set anything in place yet because I wanted my face to be like dewy for the cream blush. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and apply the shade Leave a Comment. And as you guys can probably see, this cheek does look like it has blush on it still because the darkest shade that I used, Racy Pic, kind of like stained my cheeks a little bit. So you can kind of see it through like under my foundation, and I actually kind of like the way that it looks. So that may be how I have to use that shade. I'll just like apply it to my skin like before foundation and then apply foundation on top, and it looks a lot better for my skin tone like that. It's definitely more toned down. So I'm just gonna start blending this with a brush. Hopefully this blends nicely on top of foundation. I really like this shade a lot. Ooh, I am really liking these. The formula is very nice. They don't look like streaky or patchy, and you can definitely build these up. I feel like you can go in a lot lighter with these if you want more like sheer coverage, but these can definitely be very pigmented. I think that these might actually be like my favorite cream blush or like liquid blush that I've tried recently. And as I said, I have tried the KVD ones and the ColourPop ones and maybe another one. I can't really remember if there was another one, but I think that these are my favorites so far. So I am gonna go ahead and apply the same shade to the other cheek because I need my makeup to kind of match today. Unfortunately, I cannot go around with 2 different cheek colors on today, so I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. As you guys can see, these just blend beautifully. I love the coverage this gives you, and it's not like disrupting my foundation or anything like that. I feel like it just looks nice and smooth, which I love. But yeah, I really like the way that these look so far. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with powder, and we'll see how the blush looks underneath powder. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and then I'll be right back. All right, this is how my makeup looks completely done. I actually think that the blush looks even better after I set my face with powder. A lot of the times with like liquid or cream blushes, I notice that after I set my face with powder, you like can't really even see the blush anymore, but I feel like these look amazing still. Like I actually really like the way that they look a lot. I think it looks beautiful, so smooth. I almost always have to apply a powder blush over a cream or liquid blush if I use a blush like that. With these, you definitely don't have to do this. They look amazing on their own. I'm actually like so impressed right now. I was not expecting to like these as much as I do, so I'm actually really glad that I bought all of the shades now. I'm really curious how these are going to last. I am going to be wearing this all day, so I'll probably like leave you guys an update in the comments down below. I'll like pin my comment or something with how these wear throughout the day so that you guys can know if they're long wearing or not, but I have a feeling that they're going to be pretty long wearing. So yeah, overall I'm like super impressed. These are definitely like my favorite liquid or cream blush, whatever you want to call them, that I've tried out. I'm so excited to keep using these, and yeah, as I said, I'll keep you guys updated in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about these blushes in the comments down below. Are you guys going to be picking them up? They are available on Morphe's website, and then you can also pick them up at Ulta as well. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what kind of video you guys want to see next. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on, that way you don't miss out on any of my future videos. All you have to do is click the bell next to the subscribe button, and then you'll receive a notification every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.